Kellyanne Conway. Kellyanne, great to have you with us. Your boss is putting on quite a show in Michigan, all across the country. I mean, I cannot believe the stamina of the man, and you're going to keep it going tomorrow as well. Give us a sense of your reaction to the on its face, preposterous decision-making of the FBI and the Justice Department. Saying, you know, never mind, 650,000 emails, we're going back to July.
Well, I watched the Democrats twist themselves like pretzels, Lou, to go out of their way to compliment Jim Comey this Sunday. Last Sunday, he was the most awful person in the world, according to Hillary Clinton's campaign. And they were complaining, crying foul last week, including went all the way up to the President of the United States, saying the director should not be interfering in the election. So do they think that he's interfering in the election 2 days before the election and making this claim? But look, if he's going to go back to July, let's play the tape. Let's go back to July. What did Jim Comey tell us in July? He told us that Hillary Clinton was reckless and careless. He told us that she compromised national security by putting on a private email. He told us that she lied about how many devices she was using. It was not one, it was multiple devices. And he said all of this under oath in front of a congressional committee chaired by Trey Gowdy. So if we're going to stick with July, July's not a pretty picture for Hillary Clinton. I have to commend, you and I don't think much of the federal government's efficiency, really have to just applaud the efficiency of the FBI here, Lou. They read 650,000 emails in 9 days. Wow, that's like 1 per second if you're going 24/7.
You know, it is, talking just now with Jim Carlstrom and Bill Gavin, former assistant directors of the FBI, you can tell they're gut sick for their agency, their storied agency, for the great men and women of the FBI. But the leadership has lost its mind. And I hope I'm speaking figuratively rather than literally. But James Comey, what he has done here is such a disservice to law enforcement, to prosecutors, and to truth and the American people, that I personally think it only validates what your candidate has been saying from the outset.
Yes.
The system is rigged. And if this isn't a boost to the Trump fortunes, I can't imagine what it would take.
Well, and I think many in the media are reading it exactly the wrong way, the opposite way. They're saying, see, she's exonerated, no charges, she's not a criminal. There have been decades of self-dealing and personal enrichment by Bill and Hillary Clinton, and the people know it, and that didn't change today. If anything, they were reminded. Different set of rules for you and me and General Cartwright and the guy in the submarine, Sosie in the submarine, and a different set of rules for Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton. We find out today Chelsea Clinton allegedly using Clinton Foundation money to pay for her wedding. You know what, Bill? You know what, Lou? We don't really care. We do not care, Lou, because we are out there bringing the message directly to the people. We posted the Minnesota event, and within 18 hours of posting it, we had 22,000 RSVPs for an airport hangar that holds 4,500. People abandoned their cars a mile down the road just to walk to the event.
Well, this
there
event
is something brewing out there, and they will be there to vote on Tuesday.
Yeah, I want to get to that in just a moment, but I will say, and all of us listening on this broadcast all over the country, our audience is obviously national in scope. We're watching those folks in Sterling Heights. They are with Donald Trump every second, with every syllable that he's speaking. I mean, you talk about a crowd, and he's not even supposed to be in Michigan.
I know.
In contesting that state, and it looks like he has them in the palm of his hand.
And guess who else is not supposed to be in that state? Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton. But they're all in that state. They're following our lead. We re-scrambled the map. We have 6 different routes to 270 now. And one or two may just include Michigan. But the message in Michigan about illegal immigration and fairness to the American worker and renegotiating trade deals and just stimulating economic growth and jobs, frankly, the America First message plays very well in parts of Michigan, very well in parts of Pennsylvania. And so we feel competitive in these states.
You going to win?
We're going to win, Lou. We're going to win, and it's going to be a great night. I hope we'll see you there. I changed the name from Election Night Party to Victory Party.
I like that. I like that. It's got a ring.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
It has a nice ring.
I'll be there because of the...
Super.
I was waiting for a name change. Kellyanne, thanks so much as always.